Alright, welcome everybody. I don't normally do voiceovers, but this is going to be a video that we had we done a while ago. So this is we were out with Sky in the Land Cruiser and Alex in his Land Rover Sport, Range Rover Sport, that he had wrapped, or has done the wrapping. And the main idea that we're out today, this is out towards Margret Lake, out in Cypress area. The big thing for Alex that we wanted to practice was tire placement. Because he didn't have the 35-inch tires like some of the other guys did, tire placement was very, very important. Oh, just fell over there. Foot placement also very important as well. So here we are on up the way to Margret Lake, and not too bad of a trail. Lots of fun to drive. It can be done at decently high speeds as well. But because that Range Rover Sport was pretty much stock, other than the all-terrain tires, we didn't want to go too crazy. So I believe the Range Rover Sport was in off-road mode to get the maximum height. And you can see that gap between the wheels and the fenders there. And then just trying to get some good video there. Coming up here is one of the hills that we arrived up to, and the camera never really shows how steep these hills are, but just as you can see me walking up this, there's a Land Cruiser that is about to drive up, and you can hear how winded I was getting just having to hike up that before we got video for it. So I apologize for my huffing and puffing, but Sky and Andrew in the Land Cruiser are going to give this a shout. Give this a shot coming up here. Now the Land Cruiser is on 35-inch tire General Grabber ATs, 82s I believe. And as you can see, it doesn't look all that bad on camera, but it's a decent angle there where it was doing a little bit of wheel spin.
It's not crazy till you get to like almost the top. Or right there it gets sketchy.
Yeah. And you can hear it.
Like right there I thought it wasn't going to make it last time.
You can hear Andrew there. He was the passenger the first time. Sky did that multiple times up and down. Just to prove it wasn't that bad. Trying to...
Yeah, I think the Range Rover could do it. You just
trying to get Alex, build a little confidence on Alex. So,
I mean, I've seen Range Rovers parked on like pretty crazy stuff, like where you think they're gonna like roll over, but they're good to go.
Just trying to get Alex to try and commit to that line. His vehicle would have done that no problem, we think. And Sky is showing off doing it backwards as well. One of the other videos I had from before. So Alex decided that he did not want to do that route, and he wanted to take the side route there, which is totally fine, right? You have to be able to be comfortable with your vehicle, 100%. We don't want to push anybody. And you can very much hear that diesel engine pushing. Lots of torque on that thing. Now, Sky spent a lot of time when he was young out in these trails, whether buggies, dirt bikes, cars, trucks, you name it. He's very comfortable with all of these trails and was fooling around doing it backwards.
You good on this side?
So again, this was just all of
I got an interesting time.
just giving Alex lots of opportunity to practice his wheel placement. So instead of going through those puddles, just suggesting to him to stay a little bit more towards his left-hand side to get traction on that, and you're not dropping into holes.
Yep.
And as you can see, the tires were fairly muddy, and these tires are not specifically for clearing mud, so they kind of hung onto it a little bit. But trying to get him to avoid dropping into puddles, because that could actually cause more damage to the trail. If you can stay on the outside of those puddles to let so that your wheels aren't crushing as it comes down, but riding on the side, on the rails, in the middle, just trying to kind of spread out the wear of the tires on the trail. As Sky continues backwards in the Land Cruiser, having fun. Right up until it hits a T-junction here, and then he can turn around. So this is for the next one of the next larger hills. It's very large rock, but very loose as well. So Skywood had kind of zipped down the trail faster than us, and so it was just kind of waiting for us before we got to the trail here. So now that we've caught up to him, up he goes. And as far as I remember, this is getting close towards the end of the trail. We've already, I think, gone up to Margret Loop, and now we're on our way out. Heading out of that Margret Lake loop, sorry. So as we back up and come up around that that corner, try and maintain a little bit of speed. You can see how large those rocks are, and it is very loose. So the boys up at top there are waiting for us to get to the top. Obviously, they're more comfortable driving, so they wanted to be a little bit faster. Check out this drop on this right-hand side. Yikes, actually one of the more difficult trails, but... And then as we were coming out, we found this kind of looping wall ride that Sky wanted to do. We tried talking everybody into it, but check this thing out. So of course we had to do that a couple more times. I set up the GoPro and had my phone in hand, seeing if how close he could get and what that would look like from a more static point of view. So takes a bit of a run at it. Make sure he's got enough speed to carry that hill. Obviously he's gonna not hit me, so he needs the speed to climb that hill, keep the momentum, stay up on that wall there. After that wall ride there and everybody was finished, they had done this hill climb a couple times, but he was going to do it one more time. Alex wanted, or Andrew wanted nothing to do with it, so he decided that he wanted out of that.
I don't think scary for me.
So
Go for it.
Sky did this a number of years ago with his motorcycle. Ended up bursting his spleen on one of the crashes there, but the truck does it effortlessly. And that kind of brought us right back to the main road, and we headed back into town for to call it a day. Again, I want to thank you for joining me on my journeys here, kind of documenting the time out with me and my friends. Hope to see you out on the trails. Maybe hit subscribe, maybe hit like for me as well. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you later.